Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. Just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. To the ground to try to move the chains. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
They'll leave it with him. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. He's in for the score. Touchdown.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these 2 star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these 2 dudes on the field. They're 2 of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. They'd be like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He's looking to throw it. Swings it out to the flat.
Hey, man, that's really good decision-making there by the quarterback, too, because that play is called early in the downs because you're hoping to take a shot, right? You're hoping to push it down the field. But if the defense takes it away, find your check down. Find the running back out of the backfield and get some positive yards.
Still some work to do after that last completion. It's second down. Wide out in motion. On second down, he's looking downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
It'll be a draw. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Putting together a nice drive. Couple of first downs in the books. Now 1st and 10 from the 44. He wants to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They'll line up for a second down play. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Got it inside the 10. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts. And you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits those uprights right in half. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Morris. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. Off play action. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Makes the grab. It's Baxter. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Looking to throw it again. Grabbed behind the line, it's Moore. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Pulls it in. It's Baxter. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The inside handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Allen. Stopped after making the catch.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll try to get it through the air. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. The hands. The feet. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can. They're asked to block a lot of times, too. But I'll tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything. And then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Baxter. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll throw it on first down. Going for the big play. Brings it in down the left side. And he's running in the open. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that. Nice job.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
It's second down.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And stampeding through the defense. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends, is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's second and 6. He's looking to throw. Finds a spot in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. He wants to throw. Pulls it in. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Leaves it with the running back. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Baxter. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he's got a touchdown.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You could tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Lining up to add another. And it's perfect. So a drive there of 84 yards. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. After that latest answer ties things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Pulls it in. It's Allen.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
It's now 2nd down after the short completion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll try the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a huge play. It's complete. A huge pickup.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
Pickup of 2. 3rd down coming up.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Throws to the back. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a 1st half.
New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. An 84-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the 1st half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Starting to feel a little pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking to throw for it. He looks that one in nicely. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And the quarterback is snowed under. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's more. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
On 3rd down, going up top. Makes the catch. It's Baxter. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the catch at the 15. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the move. Headed to the end zone. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, what a scene there in Muncie. What a fine performance we've seen. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Schumann Stadium.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going up top on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
At the 22. Brings up 3rd down.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, this defense knew they had to get off to a fast start here in the second half. They're trailing by a bunch of points right now on the scoreboard. They needed to make something positive happen early, and on the very first drive, they get a sack on third down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch, called for and made. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't going to happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking for room, it's Morris. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive. And I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense getting set for first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Going over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Mano-a-mano, man. One-on-one go ball. Who's going to make a play? The defender steps up to the occasion, knocks that one away for an incompletion.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the 1st.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They're going back to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Baxter.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and something.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Bannister. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there. They're pinning their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Got it on the outside. It's Matthews. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Using the quick game. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And on second down for this offense. Here's the handoff. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. He wants to throw. Quarterback extends the play. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
The give to the tailback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Second and goal coming up. Trying to barge their way in. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of the long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Gets open down the middle. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Leaves it with the back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. At the 35, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow on defense. 3rd and long, you got them right where you want them. You know it's a pass coming. Oh, no, it's not. They fool you. They run the football, make a play. One of the most frustrating plays as a defensive guy.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Shakes off the tackler. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Ross. He's got it and just sashays into the end zone for the touchdown. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. From the gun. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A first down for the offense. He leaves it with his back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The give out of the gun. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the run. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Picks up 4. Brings up 3rd down.
Third and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Allen. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
It's 1st and 10, they've moved it to the 41. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his big tight end. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
On first down from the 13-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Lets it fly. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody. Live for the results because everything else ain't working anyways.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Now they'll run the draw. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to run for it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. The back goes in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Got his man in the middle.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. The aerial assault continues. He's got it. And he's in for the score. Touchdown. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Trying to burn this defensive back. Pulls it in on the right. Nothing but green ahead. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Makes the grab on the right. Running toward the tape. And into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. The defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Line gets set, first down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on 3rd down coming up. Let's call it 3rd and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You've got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They go to the draw. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Mosley. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.